Is the 2nd Gen Nanoflare 700 Pro worth the upgrade? Today we're going to deep dive to find out more. The first generation of the Nanoflare 700 was meant to be a fast racket, one that is suitable for the front court doubles play. With a headlight, it produces quick counter-attack or quick drives. Today we're going to find out whether it still keeps to those character traits. So for today's video, we're only going to review the Nanoflare 700 Pro, and we're going to break down the review into 3 categories: statistics, performance in the court, and the appearance. Here's the measurements for the Nanoflare 700 Pro. So the interesting thing about the statistics as I was measuring it is that they're almost identical. The only notable difference is in the length of the shaft, where the new generation is 0.4 cm shorter than the first generation. So for the performance in the court, we're going to break it down into further 4 categories: the ease of use, the speed, the power, and how it feels in your hand. So with regards to the ease of use, it was a little bit difficult but not too difficult. Okay, because this is an extremely headlight racket, it falls to one end of the spectrum. It's not your average racket, so it takes a bit of time to get used to. Overall, I would say the ease of use is about 4 out of 5 stars. Regarding the speed for this racket, now it is clearly designed for front court play, for defensive play, for speed. Right? That's the Nanoflare series. Right? So regarding this, I'll rate it a perfect 5 out of 5 stars, no doubt. So with regards to power, so this is where I really feel dissatisfied when using this racket. Okay, so front court quick play is very good. Whereas if I'm at the back court and I try to do a full body smash, I don't really feel the power going through. To me, the racket is just too light for me to play back court with it. And especially as a player that doesn't have so much power, this is something that I will look out for in the racket that I choose. So for the Nanoflare 700 Pro, what it lacks is the power, and for that, I will give it a 3.5 star out of 5 stars. Next, we talk about the feeling of the racket in your hand when you hit the shutter. Now, of course, this is the most subjective. Everyone's going for a different feel, but I'm going to try to make it quantifiable and objective for you. So we're talking about how it feels when you hit the shutter, and we're talking about the vibration it has or it produces in your hand. Right, so for that, we'll use 2 axes. On the horizontal axis, we'll use stable or reactive, and for the vertical axis, we'll talk about whether it's short or long vibration. And for the Nanoflare 700 Pro 2nd Gen, I'll put it here. So for the next segment, we're going to talk about the appearance of the racket. Now they come in 2 different sets of colors. Over here, you can see one that actually to me, it looks a bit purplish, darker color, whereas the one is a silver color. I don't really like the design of this racket. To me, it looks a bit too artistic, or in some sense like colorful. It doesn't quite represent what I want in my game, which is like fast, powerful, striking. I believe everyone has their own cup of tea, right? If you think this is beautiful for you, then so be it. So here are my final thoughts and my recommendation. Right, overall, the score for this racket is a 4.16 out of 5 stars. Right, it is still pretty high for a professional racket. Who I recommend it to will be people who like to play front court games, right, where they want to be quick and fast to attack, right, or the defensive kind of players, or people who generally prefer headlight racket. However, if you're looking for something a bit more powerful, I wouldn't recommend this to you. Now overall, I think many people are asked whether this is worth the upgrade from the 1st gen. I would say it's really very similar. Okay, with the exception of maybe it does feel like the sweet spot is a little bit larger, so it feels like it's a little bit easier to play. I personally feel like there's a little bit more power than the 1st gen, but it's really too insignificant for me if you want to upgrade from the 1st generation. However, if you want to change a different model and you want to try a headlight racket, then you can consider the 2nd gen. Thank you for watching this episode. We have come to the end, so please feel free to comment and let me know how else I can make this video better for you. Now stay tuned, because in the next episode, we're going to review all 4 rackets in this 2nd Gen Nanoflare 700 series. Now click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!